Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Banao Bharat's Trading for Living Tuesday FinNifty expiry live session. Well, markets in general are directionless at the top, kind of, not ready to take out the old highs, and at the same time, not ready to fall down completely, and also the third option, not ready to make revised levels also. You can see, let us start off with the Nifty chart. You can see here Nifty, after having made 18,473 yesterday, closed at around 18,410 levels, and today makes a lower low, but still doesn't even cut yesterday's low, and currently trading at 18,342. So it is a kind of a very narrow range even today. On the chart, when you observe intraday chart on the 15 minutes time frame, Nifty for today May 16th, it looks like it is on the downward trajectory, but from where to where? 18,445 to 18,337. Well, this might look like 100 points of down move, which looks noticeable downtrend or noticeable trajectory. It is not a downtrend. We are still in a very comfortable uptrend, and even on an intraday basis, it is not ready to cut. Forget multi-day lows, even one day low is not being taken out convincingly. So this is the state of affairs for Nifty, and it is no different for Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty, if you see, it is staying on top for almost 2 days now, almost near to the lifetime highs of 43,248 on futures. Yesterday it made a high of 43,075. Today it made a high of 44,114. Currently trading just below 44,000 and at 43,913. One important observation is on Bank Nifty spot. Bank Nifty spot yesterday came so close to the all-time high. So close in the sense 44,151 was the high that we saw in the month of December, 44,151.80, and yesterday we saw 44,151.7. In fact, nothing can be as close as this, just about 10 paise difference, and it has started coming down, which means what does this kind of close proximity to a already reflected price action mean? We all should remember markets honors levels, which means it comes from the lows of 38,613 on the spot and goes all the way 44,151.7 and still does not take out that 10 paise, means Bank Nifty is in no hurry to make a new lifetime high. If you see, Nifty also is not yet very close to the lifetime high. Let us go to the Nifty daily chart. 18,998 again in the month of December, currently trading at around 18,330 after having made a high of 18,473. So the pullback is robust, pullback is very convincing across the board, most rigorous and continuous pullback since late March. Especially on the financial year ending day, we saw one solid gap up, and from there on, very good pullback throughout April, and May has been not moving in a very with full force, but then there is no signs of exhaustion yet, but at the same time it is still not very close to the lifetime highs. So here the point to be noticed is, in spite of Bank Nifty coming so close, it still fails to take out the high, which means these are not coincidences. These are it signifies something, and after a few days we will notice there is double top that has happened, and in 10 paise, probably the next move will definitely be down. So that is what we need to infer. This is kind of double top if it doesn't take out in next few days. Eventually after few days or few months or few weeks, we might see new levels, but that is a different thing. We might see Nifty or Bank Nifty both at all-time highs once again or multiple times in our trading career. But here what we are trying to see is on the charts, when we watch 6 months chart from the time of December, where it made a high of 44,151.80 on Bank Nifty spot, it came down all the way to 38,613. From there on, the pullback has been very nice, but still there is no signs of making new highs in this pullback itself. So probably this is a very clear indication to all the chart readers, to all the traders. Take these cues. Markets always gives cues before it does something. Markets never surprises. In my long experience, I can tell you market never surprises. It is surprise for us because we are not able to read the data properly. If we learn the skills to read the data properly, then market reveals everything beforehand. It does nothing without telling the audience what it is going to do in future. Just that we are not able to put the jigsaw puzzle in place and make an inference out of the data points, make an inference of how the market functions. Once we develop some kind of intuition, some kind of skill, some kind of knack for reading the prices, understanding the information, reducing the noise and looking only at the most relevant data points, definitely we can improve our trading skills and we can be in the market for longer duration. So this is one significant observation that we have noticed in Bank Nifty. On a Bank Nifty futures daily chart, still Bank Nifty has not come to 44,248. Please note here, once again I will tell you, there is always a debate which price action we should watch. Should we to watch the spot or should we to watch the futures? I would always say, and I have maintained this stance in my many videos, in the earlier videos also, that we should always watch the futures price, not the spot price. Why futures? Once again I will tell you, futures is a traded price and spot is a average price of the 50 stock movement. So I would, if I have to trade Bank Nifty or Nifty or any index for that matter, if that index is available in futures, I would prefer to look into the price action of the trades that has happened in futures and not the spot price action. Spot price action is only averages, but these are real trades. What we are seeing in futures is real trades. At every data point there was a buyer, at every data point there was a seller, but the highs or lows or the closing or the open in the spot market is just an average reflection of what the market was doing all along. But when it comes to futures, it is not the average reflection, it is the actual data where people have traded. If you see 44 to 48, at that point there was a trade that has happened. But if you see 44,151.80 or 44,151.70, at that price action there was no trade that has happened. It was all the price action. We have to go as per the futures price. That is one important lesson which I have learned in my long trading experience. Never look into the spot, always look into the futures, especially when future is available. If future is not available, you don't have anything much. But when it comes to the stocks, it is, you can either look into the stocks cash or futures. But still, even if a cash script, if it has got a futures price, and if you have to do trading in cash market, still I would prefer you to look into the futures price and not into the cash price, because the volumes in stock futures is more than the volumes in cash spot. In cash market, delivery volumes are very minuscule, so we cannot infer any much information out of the cash delivery information or the cash price action. If that particular cash script has a futures price, then I would say look into the futures price and ignore the cash price. For all of those scripts, there are 5,000 scripts on BSE and about 2,500 scripts on NSE, but when it comes to futures trading, there are only about 150 scripts. So if you have to buy or trade in any of the stocks which are not having future price action, then you have to obviously depend on the cash market price action itself. But when there is a futures price action, always go for the future price action and infer your analysis based out of future price action and not out of cash market price action. And when it comes to the Nifty, don't look into the index spot, look into index futures. That is what I would say with respect to the spot and futures price actions. And please note, in Bank Nifty is still far off from 44 to 48. So all indications are quite clear that probably the next leg is more on the downside and less on the upside. Probably we will be doing 2 step down and 1 step up, and it is not going to be like 2 step forward and 1 step behind. This time round it could be anytime soon, it might start 2 step backwards and 1 step forward. So that could be the way the market might move. But as we all know, market is here to surprise us at all times. No matter what experience you have, no matter how good you are in reading the chart, we always have to work with the caveat that we could always be wrong. Not sometimes, we could always be wrong. We could be wrong anytime. That is the beauty of the market, and if you learn this truth, then you will go a far way in your trading journey. So this is with respect to intraday chart on Bank Nifty 43. It's now reaching days low. Wonderful. Looks like some price action reversal is happening, at least on intraday time frame, if not on little higher time frame. Let us quickly go into the hourly chart today for a change. Well, hourly chart, still values are at around 43,300, 42,750, quite far off. We are now trading at around 43,800. So even on hourly time frame, it is still making new levels. The first visible level formation is only in intraday chart and not even in hourly chart. Even in hourly chart, there is no decipherable action that you can take at these price levels. We are seeing it made a pullback from 43,300. From there on it went up to 44,114. From there on it is now trying to come down, and if it continuously comes down to 43,300, then there is some trade. Or if it spends some more time here on hourly time frame also, and if it makes a new level, from there on you can see from very next candle itself on that particular day it has started moving higher. And after that it tried to come down. It made a low of 42,750. it didn't even cut 42,748. It continuously went up and made one more base at 43,300. After that, now one high might happen at around 44,114, which is today's high. It is about 500 points away to infer anything as of now. So this is with respect to Bank Nifty hourly charts. Now let us go back to Nifty and look at hourly charts. Well, yes, is something that 18,473 could be the top for a while, and on the hourly time frame you can see here it is heading towards the support of 18,215. It will go till 18,215, we don't know, but if it goes, then probably it will act as a support. But before that itself, if it starts making a base around 18,300 or 18,250, then we need to watch out how the market once again behaves at around 18,475. Whether from there on it will go to the all-time high or not, we don't know, but this is how you have to do the analysis. From where it took the momentum till where it went, from after doing one high, what did it do? It did come down, how far it came down, and from there on what did the market do? How was the price action? Did it try to attempt one more break of the highs? When it broke one more time, how far it went? So this is how we keep on analyzing the highs and lows and start inferring something so that we can do some trades based on these data points. So my whole of trend following system is based on highs and lows, is based on breakouts, pullbacks and reversals. So based on the empirical studies, I have on any given time frame I can identify trends and I can actually say whether this breakout will be working out or whether this pullback will be a good one or not, at least to a fairly large extent of 65 to 70%. I wouldn't say like the system there is no 100% working system. My system is also good. There are plenty of systems and strategies available in the marketplace. You yourself, once you start observing the charts, you yourself will be able to create lot of strategies and systems. But the key is ensure like you have a fairly positive entry systems, because if you have around 65 to 75% of working system for entry, that is good enough. Rest of the thing you can manage it through risk management and your capital management. So that is with respect to today's live data analysis. Let me just wind up with only Nifty and Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty actually cracking up now 43,863 on the futures and Nifty 18,317. Well, Nifty has made a new low. I think even Bank Nifty has made a new day's low now. Let me just see Bank Nifty on the intraday time frame once again. I use 15 minutes for the intraday time frame. Yes, Bank Nifty also has made a new intraday low at 43,842. So it means like morning's low is taken out. If it closes below that, then it is a significant observation that market makes one low in the morning and by the end of the day it goes to a high. After that it does not sustain there and comes back all the way down to the day's low. At least like though it has not cut yesterday's lows, at least there is one data point which we can keep in our mind. Yes, it has cut day's low and it has stayed there towards the end. So this is a significant observation. Could be like tomorrow market might take out multi-days lows. Let us wait and watch, because these are levels which are difficult to trade. After a stupendous pullback from 38 18,688 levels, this is a difficult level to trade. Instead, wait for the zig down and then probably you can decide your further course of action. We traders, we are always happy to trade both long and short, so it doesn't matter to us whether the market goes up or down as long as we catch the trend right. So what is the use if market keeps going up and you catch the trend all the time wrong, thinking like market will come down, then it is of no use. Or when market is going down, if you hope the market will go up and if you start buying and if it starts going further down, then you will anyway lose. So traders have the advantage of playing both long and short, and at the same time that could be their pitfall. They have to be careful with their directional view. And once you have a directional view, you need to also have a system in place where you can fairly enter with a positive bias. At least 65 to 70% of time when your entry is positive, at least it gives you some money. Then rest of the game you can play it through risk management, capital management. There is options market where you can construct your portfolio in such a way like you can make good portfolio in such a way where market goes in your direction in that time frame itself, then you can make a killing. So having said that, if you're liking the content on Banao Bharat channel, do subscribe to the channel and share the channel with fellow traders. Come to the live and watch the live and put your queries. I will be happy to give my fair opinion on whatever the query that is put on the chat dialog box. Well, it's 3:26 now, 4 minutes to go. I would wind up today's session. Let us once again meet tomorrow with a fresh perspective on the market. Go home with the slightly directional shift bias that market might be exhausted at top. It has started making lower highs and it is showing some signs of like ready to go down. So go home with this view, but don't take anything for granted. Tomorrow is another new day. Tomorrow is another fresh day. So tomorrow come to the market once again with all of these data points that are there and then make your own fair decisions about how to trade. Let us all once again meet tomorrow. Until then, Om Swasti.